Hello, my fellow lobsters, and welcome back to another Making Bedwars video. I know it's been a while, but we are going to start trying to do this a lot more often. So in this episode, I'm going to be showing you basically how to do the buying system. And this is just simple buying system in episodes that we're going to be doing later. It's going to be more complex, and it'll be more of like the permanent tools and armor and all that stuff. Either way, let's get right into the video. So, we have this. Nothing works, right? You can see if I try and buy something, the only thing that actually works is the going into the sections and going back. If you notice, by the way, I changed a few of the things. But so we're gonna be working on the swords today. We're gonna be making it so you can buy all three of these swords, which is gonna be super cool. So we're just gonna start off here with a needs redstone / clear at a r equals 30, so that's basically distance from this command block is 30, and it'll be a stone sword 1 or 5001. So now if it should basically, yeah, it should constantly clear us of that. So if we take it, it'll clear it. It'll clear us. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna put another conditional. We're gonna do / clear at, or we're gonna do / tag at p r equals 30, and we're gonna put add by 1. So we're doing by 1. Each one we're gonna put a different tag. So for my second command block, I might put by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're not gonna have to re-clone this and stuff because it's within 30 blocks. And the nearest to this. So most of the time it should work. If for some reason it doesn't, whatever. So yeah. Okay, so then we're gonna do / clear at a tag equals by 1 r equals 32. So what we're actually trying to do here is we're trying to make it so that each one is basically going to guarantee that it will work still. So every block that it's away from this, we're going to add 1. So this is 30, 31, 32, 33 for the next one, 34, 35, 36, and so on and so on. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to clear, since the stone sword costs 8 iron, we're going to clear iron ingot 0, 1. So this is the data here, and this is the count. So we're basically, what we're going to do is, so if you're in Windows 10, here's the easiest way to do it. So you basically clone the command block 17450 to current chords, and you just repeat that over and over until you have enough. If you're not in Windows 10, you're gonna have to put in this command again and again, or you could just copy and paste it on your phone or tablet or whatever you use. And honestly, it doesn't really matter if you increase the radius, but if you have a command block that's all the way over here with radius of 30, and someone's standing all the way over here, and somehow opens it, then there might be a problem. So, we're gonna need, we already have 3, so we're gonna need 1, 2, we're gonna need 5 more. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that should be the number we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Just making sure it's the right one. Okay. Now that we have that done, if it reaches all the way to the end of this command chain, and by the way, this is the current way that I know you can do this. I'm not entirely sure if there's any other way, but once it reaches all the way over here, right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to put a conditional, and you're gonna put so / give at p stone sword, and that's one more thing you're gonna do. And then finally you're gonna put a conditional that basically clones this to there. So that's the more complicated one. So we're gonna do / clone. So we have to go, so right now we're at 17,441, and if you see my coordinates, I'm at 17,541. It's just this is the Y level of the block. It's at 4. So we're gonna move basically we have about 8 command blocks, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I was way off. 10 command blocks until this one. So we're gonna have to change the X by 10. So 10 there. We're gonna move up by 1, and the Z is going to be by -1, I believe. So let's just check that. So this is over here. Oh, wait. Oh, we were moving by the Z there. Okay, so we have to, it's X by 1 and Z by 10. So, yeah, I always mix those ones up for some reason. So then we're just going to repeat that same thing, so, because we want it to clone the same same chest. And then we're going to, basically, we're going to take this here. So we're going to need a -3, 3, and 10, or -3, 3, 11, to -3, 3, 11, I believe, because, yeah, okay, so now that should work, and then after that, we're gonna do /tag @a in a radius of, let's just do 35, remove, and it's gonna be buy 1. So that's the whole sequence of commands you need to buy 1 item with. So let's test this. We're going to give ourselves iron ingots, a whole ton of them. So whenever we take this out, we should be cleared of 8 iron and given a stone sword. And bam, we can even spam it, and the second we can't buy it, it just removes itself. I mean, you can do that, but like, if you can't buy it, it won't do anything. So, obviously you can still steal those. So, that's why we're going to go to the next one. So, I'm just going to clear myself of, it is the iron, or not iron swords, stone sword. So, here's what we're actually going to do now. So, we're going to name this stone sword. So, we want to make sure that we know this is the stone sword one. So, this one's the one that clears you of barriers. So, default UI, okay? This one is swords. So, sword UI, and I don't even know. Most of these names are just completely random. But, this is pickaxes. So, tool UI. This here is blocks, so we're just going to call this one block UI, and I think you can realize where I'm going here. With any of these, you can just put whatever UI, and this one is utility UI. So, there we go. So, we have all of these named now, so whenever we want to know something, we just put our cursor, or if you're in Bedrock, you can just click here, or you can just tap here, and or basically if anything's on top of this, it'll show up the name, which is really helpful when your commands stop working and you're wondering what happened. So, either way, next part. So, we're going to do the iron sword now. Iron sword. So, we're going to get ourselves another lever, and we're going to do, so, /clear @p, or let's see, what did we do for the last one? Pretty sure it was @a. Yeah, okay. So /clear @a r equals 30. Iron sword 1 or 5001. There we go. And next we're gonna put, so /tag @p r equals 30. Add by 2. And now, since the iron swords cost you 5... What? It shouldn't cost you 5 iron. Okay, wait, let me just disable this. Apparently I put the wrong thing here. It should be 5 gold, because that is way too cheap. 5 gold. Okay, it's fixed now. Let's just put this back. Okay, iron swords cost you 5 gold. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically do the same thing we did in the iron ingot one, but we're going to do /clear at p tag equals by 2 r equals 30 gold ingot 1 or 5 gold ingot 01. That's what we're gonna need. And I'm just checking here to make sure. Yeah, okay, so now /clone 17,550 17,550 to chords, and we're gonna do that here. So that's 3 4 5. Okay, so that's really simple. So now we're gonna do, and we're gonna change this to because we don't want random people getting it. So we're gonna do /give at p tag equals by 1 stone sword, and then here we're gonna do okay, /give at p tag equals by 2 iron sword, and that should work perfectly. Next we're gonna do the clone thing again. So basically this time it's gonna be less. So the clone here is basically gonna be 4 blocks away. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, and then we're basically going to be doing this exact same command, except with just a tiny bit different coordinates. So I'm gonna take that command block. And honestly, if this is in if you're playing Windows 10, this is really easy to build. Bedrock and stuff, it takes a little bit longer, it takes a little bit longer, but it's still pretty easy. So we're just changing the Y values just a tiny bit, and this we're gonna change to 7, and it should work now. I believe if we were to change this to 6 and this to 6, that should work. And then next, the final command block, /tag at a r equals 35, remove by 2. Now, this is incredibly simple. Basically, it's just huge because it's a ton of clear command blocks, but don't let anyone who knows about your Bedwars map know that. They'll think it's super complex and really cool. So don't tell anyone that it's just super simple. Okay? Make sure everyone thinks it's super complex. Okay, now we're gonna give ourselves gold. Okay, here we go. We have 64 gold ingots. Let's buy ourselves an iron sword. And it didn't clone. Okay, what part did I miss? Okay, why didn't it clone? Did I put a delay on this? No, I didn't. I'm assuming I just got the positioning wrong. So let's check that. If the command blocks don't work, most likely it's because of the positioning. So actually, let's turn on the previous output so we know what's going on. Let's take the iron sword. Okay, let's look in here. No blocks cloned. So that means most likely it cloned air to air. So that means that we got this wrong. So what I'm gonna try and do is see. I'm pretty sure I got not enough here. So let's do that, and now let's try it. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so it's super easy to bug fix this stuff. It's definitely not like programming, but it's really easy to do this. So, and one more thing, we don't want to put, we want this to be our maximum level before we go over that, because if we ever go over onto the actual floor level, you're gonna see the command blocks there, and no one wants to see that. So we're gonna basically be putting the command blocks at a maximum level of 1 block below the floor. And our floor is going to be about like this. So, next, we're going to do another one. We're going to do the diamond sword here. So, diamond sword. And we are going to put a lever on that, obviously, because we need to be able to activate it. So, slash clear at a R equals 30, diamond sword 1, or 5001. I always get that mixed up for some reason. Okay, so then we're going to do slash tag at P add by 3, and this is really, really hard to remember. So if you don't really understand, or if you want to be able to know what's going on later, what you can actually do is you can put something like sword, or sword by, or something like that, or like sword 3, but I'm just going to be putting by 3, because I feel like that's super simple and really easy to do. Oops. Slash tag at P, and yeah, so it's like really, really easy. So R equals 30, add by 3, and once again we're going to be doing this sequence. So slash clear at P tag equals by 3, R equals 30, and it's going to be an emerald this time. Emerald, and 0, 1. So that's the right syntax, yep. Okay, so clone 15, 4, 50, 15, 4, 50 to current coordinates, and do that one more time. And then that's the only 3 we need. Basically, the cheaper you make stuff, the easier it's going to be on you. So I would really suggest to make things really cheap in the shops. Okay, so then after that, we need to do slash give at P tag equals by 3, R equals 30, a diamond sword. Next, we're going to go on to the cloning again. This time it's going to be a little bit different because we moved it 2 blocks this way. So instead of doing this clone, basically, we're going to have to move this coordinate, I believe, over by... So we're here, 1, 2, 3. We're going to change that to 3. So we're going to add 1, basically. So, slash clone 17, 5, 44, 17, 5, 44 to our current coordinates. And once again, we're basically just constantly cloning stuff. It's really, really easy to do. So 3, 3, this is going to go down by 2, 2, this is going to decrease, this is going to increase, this is going to go down by 2, and these are also going to increase. Okay, great. And now slash tag at A in a radius of 35, remove by 3. Okay, so we have it working. Let's test this. We're going to give ourselves a bunch of emeralds. And if this works, then you should be able to understand the concept pretty well. Yep, and here we go. So we can spam by the diamond swords, which is awesome. And if you want to add the little ding sound, all you have to do is put a play sound command block basically right after this one in a chain conditional. So I believe if I put a chain conditional after this, here, wait, let me just go here. It should, and I put slash say hi. It won't normally say hi, but if I get a diamond sword, it says hi in the chat. Okay, that's really cool. So yeah, if you want to add play sounds, you just it's really, really simple. All you have to do is put this chain conditional command block after the slash tag remove. And it can't be a normal it can't be just a normal conditional or a normal chain, because then it'll just spam the noise in the chat or noise in your game, and that's really annoying. But either way, remember to subscribe and stay tuned for the next videos in the Making Bedwars series, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.